Hi, everyone. What if you could perceive something without actually seeing it? There's something inside this box. What's your first impression of what's inside? Don't overthink it. Write it down in the comments if you're watching the replay and in the chat if you're in the chat. In a gist, that's what remote viewing is about. Perceiving something distant or unseen without physically seeing it. Impossible? It's possible. And you might already have the gift to do this. So please come learn with me. I'm Diane G. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer, and this is Soul Cloud Connect. Everyone, I'm so excited today. I don't know if you can tell it on screen, but I'm very excited. I'm joined today by someone who has been doing this for a while now. She's an intuitive energy healing practitioner who's been working with her abilities since childhood. And among her many, many abilities include our topic today, remote viewing. And she's one of the ladies behind the YouTube channel, The Crone Zone, which features the remote viewing of different places, including Easter Island, Inner Earth, yes, Inner Earth, and the lost colony of the Roanoke. Everyone, please welcome Heather from the Crone Zone.
Hi.
Yay! I'm so excited that you're here, Heather. Thank you so much, and welcome to Soul Cloud Connect.
It's an honor.
The honor is mine. I'm a huge fan of your shows with Priscilla. So I know Priscilla is taking a break, so I'm very excited and very honored that you accepted the invitation for Soul Cloud for this episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really great, and it's wonderful to be back online.
Yay! We're happy to see you back. So I just want to say hi to the people in the chat who have been patiently waiting. Thank you, everyone, for being here and patiently waiting with us. So, oops.
It's okay.
There we go. I want to say hi to Brina, who was here very early. Hi, Brina. And hi, Lynn Hirayama. Hi, Nancy Ray. Hi, Hypnicity. Kumo Observer, who is this person? Who let this person in?
I just said hi, everyone, so maybe it's me.
Oh, no, this is me. I'm just kidding, Heather. Everyone, this is me. Elise Gies is here. Mary Kay Lim. Hypnicity is here. Candy B is here. Hi, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Jax is here. Jax, hi. Tiffany Tisdale is here. Lori is here. Judith Albay is here. Lee Burse is here. We might not be able to say hi to everyone, but just know that we are seeing you, seeing your questions. If you have any questions about the topic later on, we will be seeing it. I'll be starring in. Hello, Dr. Pamela Pinto, who is here. He's a good friend. Okay. During the introduction, I showed people this box. There. It might be. Maybe I should just put a hat on with this box. But there is something inside this box, everyone. Type your guesses in. Don't overthink it, okay? What is inside the box? Even Heather doesn't know what's inside the box. I haven't showed her yet. But there really is something inside this box. You have to trust me on that. Heather, I'm saying that because in the past, I think about 3 weeks ago, I asked everyone a trick question. It's not a trick question this time around, everyone. There really is something inside the box. Okay. So don't overthink it. Whatever impression comes into you, a color, a shape, a size, or maybe a taste. A taste. That's a clue. Maybe a taste or a smell or a feel. Is it rough? Is it smooth? Type it in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, this includes you. No fast forwarding. I'm not going to put a chapter on, hey, this is what's inside the box. So no cheating for the people who are watching the replay. But type in what your guess is in the comments. No cheating. Again, no cheating, everyone. Oh, people are saying it's a card. Okay, we're getting guesses now, Heather. A paper, a card, a tarot card. Oh my gosh. Shining Love Truth. Chocolate. I would love to have chocolate in here. Or is it? Mjolnir. Milena, different point of me is saying it's Mjolnir. Mjolnir is right here. So these are some clues. This is my pendulum that's shaped like Thor's hammer, Heather. Mjolnir is here. Okay,
Cool.
keep guessing, guys. What's inside the box? And while you are guessing, I'm going to ask Heather, since she has more experience about remote viewing than me. So we've been saying, okay, remote viewing. But for you, Heather, I'm curious, what is remote viewing for you?
For me, it's a lot of it's trust, learning to trust yourself, because you may see things and not know it. Like um, things like realizing that you imagine something. You know, you're thinking about, oh, we're going to go to this place, and you start imagining what it's like and what it's going to look like. And when you get there, that's exactly what it looked like. You've already remote viewed. You just didn't know you did. You're just confirming that you did. Um, and for me, it's a lot of trust. You got to believe what you're doing. For me, I'm really, really lucky. I'm not somebody who can really teach it,
Hmm.
because when I say I want to go somewhere, I'm there.
Yeah,
And then, like when I did the river in no, the Lake
Lake
Titicaca.
Titicaca.
When I went and did that, I was there underwater, and I could see all the ruins. I said, I don't want to see all the ruins. I want to see what it was like when it was busy. So I time traveled, went through different dimension, time traveled, and I was there. It was a thriving metropolis for that type of that area. So I'm very lucky because I can go time travel. I can go through different dimensions. I can go to places. I just have to decide that's where I want to go. And um, what it feels like, it's just I'm there. And I may start out with my eyes closed, but it doesn't stay that way, because when I'm doing remote viewing, I'm also writing down everything I see. It's very accommodating for me. It stops until I get finished writing, and then I can go on again, right where I left off. And so I can write down some more. So it's been so I can document what I'm seeing. And that it just, when I do it, that it's very natural. I can go anywhere I want most of the times.
Hmm.
When I went to Antarctica, I was told you can go up to here, but you cannot go through the turnstiles. I was not
Yeah,
allowed to go any further than there, because that's off limits. So
yeah,
I was stopped,
yeah.
and that happens. I usually ask for a guide, which when I was thinking about it today, that guide is usually me. It's my higher self. It may go by a
Oh,
different name, but when I'm asking questions, and I suppose that's why when people ask questions when we're doing the show, and they
yeah.
say, well, what about this? And I can answer them right there, because I'm back there, and I can hear all the answers and see all the answers of what they have for questions. So for me, it's a natural thing for me. And I have been told, not by people on earth, but by other angels, that I'm a natural at doing this. So it's just normal for me to do it. And
So you didn't go through any training to do remote viewing?
no, I just do it. In fact, um, I know this is jumping ahead of your questions, but like the very first time I remote viewed, I didn't know that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was in second grade, and I had a dog, and I came running down the stairs from bed and asking my mom, "Where's Blackie? Where's Blackie? Where's Blackie?" Because she wasn't anywhere. And then she sent me back to bed, and she came up afterwards and said, "Dad's already taken her to the hospital. She was hit by a car." And so he came home, and of course, I wasn't sleeping in this time, and I was asking about her, and she says, "Well, the doctor said that if she made it through the night, she'd make it, and that he was going to stay there." What I remote viewed was where he was, what chair he was sitting in, what kennel she was in, and he was asleep in the chair leaning against the wall, but he was right across from her kennel. And I'd never been to that animal hospital. But when I was in junior high, I went to work there. And when I walked in, there was the room set up exactly like I'd seen it, kennels exactly like I'd seen them. And I'm going, maybe I wasn't dreaming that, you know.
Maybe you were.
Maybe I actually saw that, you know. So, you can do it without knowing you're doing it. You think you're dreaming about it, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah, I just
So,
want to share, Heather, since this is something that I also do. For me, it also happened naturally because
mhm,
we do this during our Akashic Records practice sessions. So
right.
we pick a place or a person or something that we read on for Akashic Records. And then I didn't know that that's what we were doing. I thought it was just Akashic Records practice sessions.
Mm-mm.
So,
You're there.
yeah,
You're there asking the questions.
yeah, and I didn't realize it was remote viewing until I actually watched your shows, and I'm like, this is what we're doing in the practice sessions. So,
Exactly.
am I remote viewing? I didn't even uh, go to a class to
Everything,
remote view.
everything is connected. I may or my, I mean, if I'm doing um, clairvoyant stuff, I may or may not visualize it. I will
Hmm.
hear it. Like if I ask a question about some of the places that I'm at, I may see the place, but the question comes back in. I know it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily see the answer. I'm just answered. So it's all connected, and how you do it doesn't matter because
Thank you so
everybody.
much for saying that, Heather. Because when we say remote viewing, there's that word view, which
Mm.
implies that it's something that we see. But
No,
the way you're actually describing it, it's not just seeing, it's
mm-mm.
knowing. Do you
It's
actually hear stuff?
yeah. You can. I can hear the answers. I may know the answers. I may see it.
Hmm.
And as all of us develop, we develop all of those things. It doesn't matter what your strength is right now. It will get you through till you wake up the other parts of you. So it doesn't matter how you do it. You will know. It's like sometimes you may go to a ball game knowing I won this. I know our team's going to win. Before it even starts, you know you're going to win. I had a friend who was a professional fisherman, and he would go to the tournaments. Before he even got there, he knew whether or not he was going to win that tournament. Of course, most of the times he did win it. He would know. He said it didn't
Yeah,
matter where the peg was. That's what they called it. You know, this is your spot to fish from. Um, he would know if he was going to win it.
that's amazing intuition.
So it's like me going out shopping. I know I'm going to find a place to park right in front of where I want to be, and it's there, waiting for me. So you kind of put it into being because you want it to be,
Mhm.
but you also have seen where it is. And I don't even look for parking places till I get close to where, okay, this is where it is. So it's I really found it difficult to find a difference between astro traveling and remote
Remote
viewing.
viewing. Yeah,
They're both
that's
very similar because a lot of times I will go and look at spaceships, inside spaceships,
wow.
or I may or if you're astro traveling, you're moving from where you are to like Antarctica.
Yes.
It's just instantaneous. All of a sudden you're there. The hard part is believing that you're there, trusting yourself, knowing the
Yeah.
answers are right. That's the
Yeah.
hard part. So, but for me, remote viewing is asking the question and getting the
It,
answer. Or I want to go see what this looked like. Boom, I'm
boom.
there. And if I actually ever get there, it's always what I saw.
Hmm.
But you have to believe yourself to know that that's actually what's happening.
That's
So,
amazing. Thank you. Thank you again for saying that, Heather, because the topic for today is about trusting also your intuition.
mhm.
So I already made the banner run, but I forgot to mention this a while ago. We will be doing readings. If you're a regular viewer of Soul Cloud or Soul Cloud Connect, you know that during the second part we do readings. So for this episode, we will be asking the question: what is one small step that I can take to trust my intuition more? And if you'd like to enter the draw for a reading, we'll be drawing people randomly later. Just type in the hashtag gift to be entered
Yeah.
into the
What works
draw.
for you? I can tell
Yeah.
you what works for me. So I was told I used to go to Renaissance fairs in Texas, and they had one reader there that was super fantastic. She's never off. She was always right on. And most of the comments that I got when I would go to fairs were, "What are you doing on that side? You belong on this side with us." And I'm going, "No, I don't. I don't know anything." So anyway, she said that I would find for me that if I would write down every time I think of something and I write it down, if I would go back and read it, that's the hard part, going back and reading it later on, you would find out that what you thought was correct because it actually happened. And you can verify for yourself that that's what happened. And when you do that, it's like when I walked into the animal hospital and saw the room exactly as I had seen it, that was verification.
Yes.
Definite verification that, yes, I had actually been there. When I did remote viewing on the Crone Zone, I never looked up the place. I didn't want to know anything about it. I just wanted to know. So that when Priscilla started talking about everything that was there and all what it looked like and everything, I'm going, yep, I was there. Yep. That's verification, So it makes you feel a lot more confident in what you're doing. But sometimes you have to write it down yourself and then go back and read it. Going back and read it, that's the key. That's the hard thing to do. You write it all down and then just forget about it. No, go back and read it, You'll find you are more right than you think you are.
That's amazing. It's like practicing as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's amazing that you get like validation.
If you hear of some place that you want to that you'd like to visit, you'd like to know more about, don't look it up. Remote view first, then look it up. And you'll be confirming what you have seen if you've actually been there. And that's beginning to trust yourself.
Amazing. So. I'm going to do that later. Because sometimes I get tempted and look it up, and then I go there. But that influences your perspective.
Exactly. It's very good for you to help you ask questions afterwards. So for me, remote viewing, do that first, then look at things, and then go back and ask questions, and you'll get your answers.
Yeah.
Whether
it might also save you like a plane ticket. It might also save you with a plane ticket.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to this place and see if it's something that I will enjoy before I buy that plane ticket.
Well, I know when I was at the pyramids and they were asking about, somebody asked, I said, well, there's stuff underneath them. Well, about a month later, they said, there's stuff underneath them. I said, yeah, I know. Yeah. There was confirmation.
I watched that episode live. I recall that. And everyone, if you're interested in also watching the past episodes where Heather does that, the details are in the description of her channel, her own channel. She has two. First is her personal channel, the HM. Wait, this is.
That's my it's actually the Crone Zone. It's not my own channel. It's just that I don't get the notices from the Crone Zone.
Yeah.
So I said change my email so that I can at least get what everybody's asking.
Okay.
So the email is different.
Guys, both of the links are in the description. So if you're interested in that, go check them out, subscribe. And also Heather's personal channel is right here. On the right side of the screen, I posted a QR code on that. You can scan it if you're watching on your laptop, computer, or your TV screen. I'm going to put it there. I'll leave it there for you to be able to find Heather. And also, it's in the description, both of her channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we did those on the Crone Zone. So you just have to look at the Crone Zone. We did them like once a month. So
yeah, I think there are at least 13 episodes. Where you do all of those cool stuff.
She got tired before I did the Devil's Peak. What do they call that? Let me see if I can find it. Because I haven't done it on air yet. It was I did the Easter Devil's Tower in Wyoming. And that was going to be the next one. Probably when she decides
she gets back.
She's got done what she needs to get done and we start up again, then that will probably be one that we do.
Oh, I'm excited for that. I look forward to that, Heather. So speaking of all of these places that you've been or you've been to while
Mhm.
remote viewing. Do you have like a most memorable one? Maybe one that surprised you or something.
Actually, yes, because I have found that because I'm a energetic healer.
Yeah.
Priscilla and I work together with energy to heal, and we have several friends that she texted me. He's in the hospital, and we usually wait for me to check him out, and then I said, okay, then this, and this, and this, and we need to work on this together. So, because she usually takes the, which is I always thought was funny. She works on the head and how people think, and she was the nurse.
Okay.
I work on the body and what needs to be done there, like cleaning out livers and working with the hearts and cleaning out um, plaque from our where they need to be cleaned out. I will do a lot of stuff on the body, but she would know what I'm doing because she's a nurse. I had no idea. I said, I know this is the liver. I don't know what's but she would say this area. She'd feel out some place that the energy didn't feel right, and I would go in and find out what it was, and then we would both work on it. Once I was cleaning it, she'd give me energy for it. So we still working in tandem with that. But the most surprising thing I had was I went in to see this friend of ours. He's actually the producer of our show because he was in the hospital with pneumonia. And I went in to go check out, see what news. Well, he's on oxygen. He was sleeping. Had all sorts of. I mean, he was in ICU. He had a lot of stuff going on, and I checked through him and found what we needed to work on the most. And I wrote her back. And then I wrote him and said, I'm sorry. I think I woke you up. He said, yeah, he knew somebody was in his room, but when he opened his eyes, he didn't see anybody. And that was surprising because he knew I was there. He couldn't see me, but he knew there was somebody in his room. He woke up. He could feel me. But he's more sensitive than some anyway. And that was a surprise to me. I said, oh, okay. You knew I was here. All right.
So you're like, you really traveled there.
I was there because he knew I was there and he knew what I was doing. And I had some like instructions for him, like being as typical the way he is. I knew that they would send him home with all this stuff to do to take care of himself. I said, no cheating. You got to do what they said to do, period. No cheating. Just, huh? You're like, how'd you know? I said, I know you. You would cheat. You would not do these things. Do them. I said,
That sounds like me during the.
good.
Yeah.
But that was the most surprising. I was like, oh, he actually felt me there. Okay.
That's amazing. I haven't experienced that where someone saw me. But yeah, I think it's possible. Because our consciousness isn't limited to, our body.
I know. He was very relieved, actually. He says, that's good to know. I really thought there was somebody in my room, and I looked and there was nobody there. I'm so happy it was you. He wasn't going completely nuts.
I would be happy to. I mean, you're a friend.
Yeah. We are friends. So, let's see.
Missy Nelson is saying, I don't know how to remote view, but I'll just ask myself and see what I picture in my mind. Yeah, this is how it started for me. Yeah. And how it starts for many other people, I believe. That's why
you don't necessarily have to meditate. You just have to set your mind to, this is what I'm going to do. And you decide where you want to go. And for me, I'm there. And sometimes I have to decide when I want to go. In other words, do I want to it's like when I was in Lake Titicaca. I didn't want to be there so everybody can see the ruins. I want to know what it was like when it was active before they flooded it. And how did it get flooded and things like that,
That's also something that's very mind-blowing about remote viewing. It's not limited to the time right now.
No, it's not.
You can go back in time.
Exactly.
Or maybe future. Have you ever tried to view the future of places?
I don't do the future because it would not be accurate.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's you can say what it is right now. It's like looking at a pond and it's very still, and you know what it is like right now. But if anybody picks up even one little pebble, doesn't matter what kind of little pebble, and say that pebble's decision was to stay on the ground and then its next decision was to get thrown into the lake, it sends out ripples that change everything in that lake. And if you think of that as far as people, they may change their mind, they may change everything in that future somehow. Everything is affected. So if you're talking about the future, you can only talk about the future in terms of if nothing changes, and we do have choice, that's one thing we're allowed on earth. If you change, if anybody changes the direction they were going, it's going to affect everything, because those ripples don't stop till they hit the crop and hit the
It's like
the
a
ground.
butterfly
Yeah, until they hit the end of the river or the lake.
island,
There's
or is that
always
a
something, even though it gets smaller, less and less effect, it still has effect. So
yes,
foretelling the future is very tricky,
yes, that's
because
true.
it's probably not just one person that changes their mind about something. Then you've got cross ripples and other cross ripples.
And
So
and we are a collective, so there are many like free wills involved. Yeah,
that's right.
I
So
understand.
if somebody's going to tell you this is what's going to happen and this, then you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
It may not be that soon, it may not be that late, and it could actually not even happen, or it could happen sooner, just depending on all the decisions that are made around it. It gets pushed back and forth. So I don't look at the future. I can look at the future if I want to, if
but
nothing changes,
yes, if nothing
knowing that
changes.
it probably isn't right. It probably isn't right at all. And when you think about, we are able to change our futures with our own thoughts. I mean, Buddha said you create your world with your thoughts. If everybody creates their own world with their thoughts, all those thoughts are going to change everything. So,
Which is why it's important for us to imagine the future we want.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So,
Okay, everyone, it's about time that we make the big reveal of what's inside the box. But if you haven't put in your guesses or your intuition, what your intuition picked up, type it in the chat or type it in the comment section. What is inside this box? That's the challenge for today, is guessing what's inside the box. And there really is something inside the box.
and she hasn't
What?
shook it up very much, so you can't tell that way.
Yeah,
use,
but
use your I want to say,
I'm
use your
shaking it.
imagination and ask, is that what it is? And you'll get yes or no.
Yeah. Use your imagination. Put in the color, put in the shape, put in the texture that you see or you feel. And this isn't just limited to clairvoyance, everyone.
That's right.
Whatever word pops in your mind, don't overthink it. What is the first thought that comes in your mind? There we go. And I'm about to open it, everyone. Put your guesses in. What is inside? Everyone's saying cards. Cards. My cards are here. Okay. And what is inside? Everyone, it's a carrot. Did anyone get it correctly? Did anyone guess carrot? I haven't seen like a carrot in the comment section.
I kept getting, when I was looking at what everybody said, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. I wasn't getting what it was. I was just getting what it wasn't. And sometimes that's what happens too.
Yeah, sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're correct with the guesses
Apple
not
is in
being
the right
correct.
area. Yeah. Apple's
Yeah.
in the right area.
Tiffany Teasdale said, I thought apple. It was close.
You're generically in the right area.
Yeah, in the right area. And Pamela said she saw orange before.
You
Yeah,
had the color right.
you got the color right.
Yep.
Like the first time I tried to do the what's in the box, because there are many challenges like this on YouTube. You can look for it later. The first time I saw it, the object that was inside was a lint roller. And when I looked at it, I'm like, donut, donut, it's a donut, it's a donut. When she opened it, I was like, that's not a donut. But then I realized that when you look at it from a different perspective, there's like, um, it looks like a donut. Like there's a sphere and there's a hole inside. So it's like, oh, I might not have been like entirely wrong about that. It might not have been the donut, but I got the shape right.
Right.
So if you got the carrot shape or the orange color, yeah, you're in the right track.
Just
might not.
think about how many things it could have been. If she had limited down to a certain type of thing, that
Yeah.
would have made it easier for you, I'm sure. But with so many things, if you got even an idea of what it was, you're doing great.
Yes. And Hypnicity is saying a tarot carrot. Yeah, a lot of you were saying tarot. Maybe you were hearing tarot or carrot, but you just heard it as tarot.
And depends on your cards. There may be some that have a lot of orange in them.
Yeah.
So
So this is the first step to trusting intuition. But for the people who are watching, Heather, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting to discover their psychic abilities?
give it time. Always remember, you are always where you should be at this time. Don't think about how far somebody else is. You are your own path, and you're right where you belong right now.
I love that.
So.
That should be a short. I'm gonna make a short out of that. Thank you for that, Heather, and for this wonderful discussion about remote viewing. And again, everyone who's watching, maybe if you might be watching through the replay, the details of Heather's channel, both of her channels, are in the description. She has a personal one, and she has one with Priscilla, where the remote viewing episodes are. So if you'd like to look at them and see how Heather does it, please check those channels out. Her personal channel is up here or in the right side of the screen.
My email. So go get my email.
Yes.
And I do check the email every day. There's so much junk, but if it's somebody I don't know, and if I don't identify it, I open it up so that anybody who writes, I will see it. And I do try to write back.
Oh, thank goodness I got in.
Well, I got it from Priscilla. You wrote the Crone Zone, and like I said, I don't get notices on those, but she did. So she let me know.
Thank you, Priscilla.
You have my other one because I sent it to you from home.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So everyone, if you haven't typed in the hashtag to get a reading today, where is it? There. It's #gift, and we will be answering the question, what is one small step I can take to trust my intuition more? So what's very fascinating about this public readings or general readings, when we do this online, the message that might come through might not just be for the person we are reading for. So if this is something that resonates for you, if the reading resonates for you, take it. Even if you're watching the replay, even if you're in the chat and you don't get drawn, these readings are going to help you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. We have many entries in the giveaway tool. So let's draw for like 4 people. Okay. Again, it's #gift, everyone. Injali Navales. Congratulations, Injali Navales, and please say hi in the chat to let us know that you're still here. Injali. I hope I said that correctly. Next up, Gwen Almeda. Gwen, congratulations, and please say hi in the chat. Next up, Hypnicity. Hi, Hip.
I know that one.
Yeah, Nalani, please say hi in the chat. And last for this round, Shining Love Light Truth. Congratulations, and please say hi in the chat. Okay, got all of them. So again, that's Ingeline Navales, Gwen Almeida, Hypnicity, and Shining Love Light Truth. So I see Gwen in the chat. Hypnicity is also here. Shining Love Light Truth is also here. So we're waiting for Ingeline Navales. But while she hasn't shown up yet, we can start reading for the people who are here, Heather.
Okay.
Okay. First up is Hypnicity. I think we can both read read for one person, both of us.
That's
What?
fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the prompt is above. What is one small step that Hypnicity can take to trust her intuition more? Okay, if you're ready, Heather, just go ahead.
Well, I will go back with what I said earlier. Write everything down. If you ask yourself questions, you can find out what kind of answer you had. Write that down and then check it out later. It doesn't have to be immediate. A lot of things that, let's say, for instance, you're going somewhere and you want to write down what it's going to look like when you get there, or feelings that you get when you get there. Go ahead and write them down. And then when you get there or the next day, go back and read it. Like I said, the key is to go back and read it and confirm, because a lot of times it'll be exactly as you said, or very, very close. And as you get better, it'll be closer and closer and closer. I know I was told to do that. I know how hard it is to do because I could never do it. So I'm telling you what I know works, and it works as I'm getting this old. I do write it down, and I do go back and look at it, and it makes a difference. But when I was told to do it, I couldn't do it. I said, too much work.
That's awesome. Thank you, Heather. And Hypnicity, the card that I pulled for you, is showing a box. And it says surprise. Release your expectations and be open to surprise. I feel like your guides are telling you that you're thinking about things too much. You're expecting a lot from an exercise, for example. Release those expectations and just let the information flow in. That's how you get to trust the information more. So I hope that helps, Hypnicity, and thank you so much for letting us read for you. Okay, next up is Gwen Almeida. There. Okay, what is one small step that Gwen can take to trust her intuition more?
Oh, it's the same question?
Yes, the same question for everyone.
Okay. Well, I haven't used the cards very often. I'll take a look.
Okay.
Metatron.
Hey.
Metatron and I are close. I like his cards.
Metatron is one of my guides.
Yeah, Metatron is somebody I talked to all the time when I came home from school, when I was in grade school, kindergarten through 6th grade. Because I had 2 brothers, and of course, brothers can't be caught anywhere near their sister. So I walked home by myself most of the time. The card I drew is Karma, and it talks about untying the knots. That's telling me you're a lot like you expect more than you set yourself up to fail. So you need to relax, let everything go back. Remember, you are right where you need to be, and you're growing as fast as you're supposed to grow. Okay, what you do will make that growth faster or smaller or slower, but sometimes you set yourself up to fail. Like you expect that you should be able to do something, and then you get really down on yourself when you don't meet your expectations. So one of the first things you need to do is to accept yourself. Forgive yourself for anything that might not go the way you want it to. We are the hardest critics on ourselves. We forgive everybody else, but we don't forgive us. So untie those knots that you've got yourself all tied up into and relax, and everything will go better.
Thank you, Heather. So, Gwen, the card that I pulled for you is the card that says your voice matters or your opinion matters. Voice out your opinions more. I feel like you're already getting the information, but you're not voicing them out. And then when it happens, it's like, yeah, I thought about that, but I didn't voice it out. Sometimes things happen when we voice them out. Like whenever I talk to my guides, I'm very noisy because I like using my voice and speaking it out. There's something in the vibration that kind of makes the connection more powerful. At least that's what is true for me. So that's what your guides are letting you know. Don't be afraid to use your voice. That's what the card says. So I hope that helps, Gwen. And thank you so much for letting us read for you.
And
Yes, Heather.
I wanted to add one more thing. You're absolutely right about using your voice. My experience has been that I may start saying something, and the more I talk, the more I'm getting more messages of things that's supposed to come out of my mouth. So use your voice, and they will add to it what you didn't know was there. Because that's what happens with me. The longer I talk, the more I know I'm saying what they want said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. Like whenever I talk with the Akashic Records masters or my guides, I'm like, this is blah, 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 and then they answer back. So I get more information from that. So I hope that helps you, Gwen Almeda, whenever you're connecting with your guides and your intuition. And Linda Keltzer is saying, I resonate with that message, and it is 444. Amazing.
Okay.
Take that message for yourself, Linda, if that is the case. Hi, Leah. Leah just popped in, and Paul White Dragon is also here. Hi, Paul. So, again, we are answering the question, what is one small step I can take to trust my intuition more? So, we will draw for 4 more people. Since we still have time, we'll draw for 4 more people after reading Shining Love Light Truth. Okay. Shining Love Light Truth.
Okay. And I'll say hello to White Dragon.
Hi, Paul.
I see you.
Paul is one of the loyal viewers of the Crone Zone.
Yes. He's a good friend.
Yeah. I feel very relaxed when Paul is here because I know he's here protecting everyone.
Yes, he is. He is. The card I got was a Metatron Rainbow Bridge. And what I'm getting from that is that you need to trust yourself. What you say is often right, even though it doesn't sound right. It is right. And what you say may not resonate really with you, but it resonates with somebody you're talking to. It's exactly what they need to hear. So you need to trust yourself and say what's wanting to come out of your mouth. Okay.
The card that I pulled for you, Shining Love Truth, ties into Heather's message. And the card that I pulled is called Truth. And it says, truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Preserve judgment. So I feel like you are getting your truth. But it doesn't mean that it's correct for everyone. It might be correct for the person you are reading for or you are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So don't judge yourself when the truth that you get or the intuition says to you that, hey, this is what's happening. This is the truth. That's the truth for you. Don't judge yourself for getting that. And trust it a lot more. So I hope that helps Shining Love Truth. And thank you so much for letting us read for you. And Shining Love Truth says, yes, many face the truth. And they say, it's what came to me when I heard the question. See? Okay, it's time for us to draw for 4 more people in the audience. Again, if you haven't done it yet, please type in #gift to enter the draw for a reading. And this is what we're answering. What is one small step I can take to trust my intuition more? Next person we're reading for . Brina 41. Brina, please let us know that you're still here. Angela Kea Hunter. Congratulations, Angela. Please let us know that you're still here. Angela is a very helpful and amazing mod of the channel. So thank you so much for all your help, Angela. And also to all the mods who are here, Jax, thank you so much. Next up, Rich Lean. Rich Lean, congratulations, and say hi in the chat. Magic with Moonlight. Hi, Magic. Please say hi in the chat. Magic. And last for this round, Tiffany Teasdale 7071. Congratulations, Tiffany, and please say hi in the chat. Oh, again, that's Brina 41, Angela Hunter, Rich Lane, and Magic with Moonlight. Oops, and Tiffany Teasdale. Did I draw for 5 people?
I don't know.
I think I drew for 5 people, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, I got Magic and Tiffany. All of them are here. Awesome. Let's go. First person we're reading for this round is Brina 41. Go.
Brina.
For Brina.
This is funny because it says conquering fear. But mostly what it's saying is, and it also says, start today. Quit procrastinating. Quit being afraid of yourself, of what you're coming up with. Trust yourself. Start trusting yourself today, not tomorrow, not the next day, right, in fact, right now. Because it's your own trust in yourself that's holding you back. And that's the only thing holding you back. It's you.
Amazing. Okay. Brina, the card that I pulled for you is called the Council of Light, and it says divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. Part of what is giving you fear, what I'm feeling is that you don't trust the universe as well. You don't trust yourself, you don't trust the universe. But what are you going to do if you know that the universe has your back? Your spirit guides has your back. If you put that into mind and you put that into perspective, I feel like you're going to trust your actions a lot more because whatever you do, the universe has your back. You have the Council of Light behind you. Your spirit guides behind you.
Yeah.
So yeah, let go of that fear, Brina.
Yeah, nothing is set in stone. You have choice. What happens is your choice.
That Brina says that makes sense, Heather. So we hope that helps, Brina, and thank you so much for letting us read for you.
Yes, thank you.
Next up, we have Angela Hunter.
There we go.
Angela.
Some of these are a little hard because I don't know you. I just know the name and I'm trying to get the feeling of who you are before I answer. But what I'm getting for you is that you're actually you're farther along than you believe you are. Okay. And you're reluctant to believe that. But you can do a lot more than you think you can do. If you just go out and try it, you're going to find out.
So, Angela, the card that I pulled for you is called Control Issues. Let it go.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And the feeling that I'm getting is like this has to go a certain way. That's the phrase that I keep hearing. This has to go this way. Otherwise, it's not true. When we deal with our intuition, when we hear our intuition a lot more, it's less about things going our way than letting things unfold and going with the flow. So let the expectations go, let the control go, Angela, and that's how you can trust your intuition more. So I hope that helps you. And thank you so much for letting us read for you, Angela.
Thank you.
And
And
White
continue.
Dragon.
Keep going. You're doing great.
Yes, she really is. White Dragon says, believe you can do it. Yes, believe you can do it, and you can do it. So next up, we have Richleen. Hi, Richleen. Richleen, it's one small step that Richleen can take.
Well, I was trying to think about get in touch with you, and what I just cut the deck, and what I got was priorities. And that's telling me that building blocks for life, you would be better off setting your priorities. What is it that will make you trust yourself more? And then go seek out those kinds of priorities. Like if documenting something for you to go back and check isn't it, then don't do that. What would make you feel better about things? Sometimes it's a matter of being aware of what those around you think. You may want to set some priorities, like, I don't know whether you're into bird watching or not, but since you used bird in there, that's what came into my head. You may want to start thinking in terms of, well, today I want to see this. And of course, it's not going to be something out of the blue that you would never find in your area. And, it's going to be a logical thing. But you might go out and start as Buddha said, you create your world with your mind. If you decide that's what you're going to see, that's probably what you're going to see. You may not see much of anything else because you're focusing on that one. But basically, you just need to decide what's most important to you. Of all the gifts that we can pick to start with or go to next, it's up to you as to what you're going to pick, which is the best thing. What's going to help you trust yourself most? That's probably the one you want to go with. So
that's amazing, Heather. I keep grinning here because the card that I pulled for you, Richleen, is this: the power of choice. We can't make this up, everyone. We can't make this up. And it says, place your attention on gratitude. Heather was talking about prioritizing things. So when you prioritize things, choose the ones that will place your attention on gratitude or joy. I feel like you also need joy in your life. So prioritize things that will make you happy, and prioritize things that where you can trust yourself more. As what Heather was saying. And Heather has done a fantastic way of describing how spirit is saying. So yeah, let's leave it at that. Thank you so much, Richly. And I hope that helps. It's really mind-blowing when that happens.
It's been happening more often tonight.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Richleen. And Richleen has a show um, that they're having with, okay, Purple Montero, Francine, Richleen, Romad, and Jan. So tomorrow.
Cool.
So check that out, everyone. And next up, we have Magic with Moonlight. There we go. Magic with Moonlight.
Hmm. What I got wasn't necessarily how to trust your intuition more. It is, it's part of it. But what I was getting is now when you're saying magic with moonlight, I'm assuming you do a lot of, this is an assumption, so it may not be right, that you do meditation more in the evening than you do during the daytime. And that you enjoy the moonlight and the effects that it gives you. But I got a card that's dealing with dimensional gateways, and it's an invitation to you to start working on getting your frequency up, working more, get into that moonlight and let it help you raise your frequency, because they're inviting you to come into different types of dimensional things that will help you with not just believing yourself, although you may have a little bit of trouble trying to believe what you're actually experiencing. But they're saying, come on in, bring yourself up, bring your frequency up, and let it flow, because they want to talk with you. They want to help you do things. And so they just want you to relax, but use that moonlight to help with it.
I'm getting chills. The card that I pulled for you, Magic with Moonlight, is called Elevate. So this ties in with what Heather was saying about raising your vibration. Look at this scale, and at the top of that scale is called is the word, or the word, self worth. Elevate how you see yourself. Elevate your standards, because what you believe you deserve is what you will get. Elevate your standards. Elevate your vibration. Is how you can trust your intuition more. So thank you so much, Magic with Moonlight, for letting us read for you, and we hope that helps. Oh, Magic with Moonlight says, that's what I've been trying to do.
Oh, keep
You're in the right track.
getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Don't be so serious. Enjoy. Okay.
I think that's part of the things that people don't really understand more is, like, when we trust our intuition more, we get more joyful. And when we follow our joy, the intuition gets stronger. I don't know if that makes sense for you as well, Heather.
Yeah, it does. And what Dragon said also makes sense.
Right, White Dragon says, raise frequency, sing, dance, tell yokes. I think this is jokes. Walk barefoot in the dirt, sing to the flowers. Sing to the flowers. I love that. And trees and the birds, and visit the nature preserve on my ship. Yeah, he has a nature preserve
Yes.
on his ship that we can visit. Hi, Garnet.
It's gorgeous. I love sitting by the waterfall all the time. I love that.
So I'm seeing people coming in. My apologies, everyone. We're just wrapping the show up. We've been doing readings for people this past the half of the show. If you didn't get a reading, you can also go back to the replay and look if there's any message for other people that resonates for you, because it can. Usually for public readings like this, it's not just a message for a specific someone. It's a message for many people. So please go back to the replay and see the fantastic messages for people. So
And
thank you.
if it resonates for you, take it.
Yeah, if it resonates for you, please take it. It's yours. There we go. So thank you so much, Heather,
Oh,
for
it's been a blast. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
thank you. So Heather, what's coming up for you? Do you have any shows, or how do people get in touch with you? Should
Uh,
they want a
use
reading?
the HJMH 1111. They can contact me that way. I will eventually be putting in some place setters for Crone Zone, just so to hold space until Priscilla does whatever else that she needs to be doing. When she feels like she's done and she's ready to come back, she will. But until then, I will try to do
Oh,
some shorter things. So,
oh, I'm sorry. I Tina Bobina said, "Did you miss Tiffany's reading?" Yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone.
oh,
There's
did we miss?
another person. Yeah. 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 I think. Sorry. My apologies, Tiffany. There's another person that we haven't read for.
Okay, that's fine. We can
Okay.
do it.
Okay. For Tiffany. This one for Tiffany. Okay. Anytime you're ready, Heather.
Okay, Tiffany Tinsdale.
Tina, thank you so much for reminding me of that.
Um, that's what I was getting when I was going into your trying to feel you out, you know, psychically. It's blue. It's relaxation. It's called Madonna and Mothering. And what I'm seeing is that you're very hard on yourself and you're expecting more from you than you need to. Always remember that as we grow, as we progress in our way, we are exactly where we need to be at a given time. Don't be so hard on yourself. Enjoy yourself. They want you to laugh and they want you to have fun and be lighthearted. And when you can do that, you actually are raising your vibration. Just like White Dragon said. I mean, when you do things you love, you feel better. And there may be times like you may wake up from a dream that you really enjoyed, and then when you think about it, you're not really walking on the floor. You're like 5 or 6 inches off of it, or you think you are. That's what it feels like, and that has happened to me several times. And it's just something you get used to. It's because you are happy. You need to be don't be so strict with yourself. Relax, have fun, and let things flow. If you let things flow, more things will come to you, and more belief will stay with you. And being able to hear yourself, your higher self, will become much more easy. And it's just gonna make things a lot easier for you. I just feel like you need some mothering from yourself. Okay.
So, Tiffany, the card that I pulled for you is called Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? And look at the image in the card. There's a woman just near the body of water,
Mhm.
and she's relaxing. The energy that I'm getting from you and from this card is the energy of relaxation. What's going to help you trust your intuition more is allowing yourself to relax and allowing yourself some rest. And I feel like lately you haven't been allowing yourself to do that because I keep hearing the phrase, there's so much to do and so little time. But your guides are saying, prioritize the things that your soul wants you to do. And part of it is having fun. Allow yourself to have fun and allow yourself to rest. You don't need any prerequisites for those. If you feel like it, go for it. That's what your guides
Mhm.
are saying, Tiffany. So I hope
Yeah.
that helps. And thank you so much for letting us read for you. And my apologies for accidentally skipping you. Okay. I hope that helps, Tiffany. There we go. Okay. Just we left off by saying by asking Heather what she's up to. And again, everyone, oop, here. This is a QR code for her channel. We also have both channels in the description for both the Crone Zone and Heather's personal channel. So please make sure that you check those out. Please subscribe to her, so she can get her subscribers up and she can do live readings. Yeah, Tiffany Tisdale, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
So
I
for
hope
me,
it helped.
yeah, I hope it helped. These are very wonderful messages about trusting our intuitions more. And again, if you were late coming in and you didn't get a reading, you can go back to these readings. I will add chapters. I usually do that within 24 hours. I will add chapters to each reading, so you can go back to your own personal reading, or you can skip to where the personal readings are. For me, I will be back on Tuesday. Oh, no, I think Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday with Scott Scorpio Santaro at
Good.
6 p.m. Eastern. And then on Wednesday, someone was asking, where is Linda? For Soul Cloud Connect, it's usually me and another guest. I think it was Lynn Hirayama who was asking that a while ago. For next week, I won't have a guest, but I will be back with Linda de Gonzalez on Wednesday for Into the Ether. And this coming episode of Into the Ether will be about allowing ourselves, just like the last reading that we had, allowing ourselves to live our life and enjoy and take some rest. And if you're someone who's struggling to allow yourself to do that and you're still asking for permission from other people to live your life, that show is for you. So I hope to see you again on Wednesday I'll be again with Linda de Gonzalez. Yeah, so please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you won't miss it. And then on Friday, I will be back with Linda and Gerald Taro Stash, who's also a friend of the Crone Zones. He's an amazing guy. Linda's also amazing. We'll be doing the Fart Show. So if you're struggling to connect with joy, that show is for you. We'll have giggles, laughs, and bubble farts. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channels. Okay. So maybe today wasn't about getting the right answer, but noticing how you receive information. So if you've guessed what's in the box, that's fantastic. But if you didn't guess what's in the box, at least it gave you like this idea of how intuition works for you. It might be seeing things or hearing things or just knowing things. Because your intuition has its own language and it's already speaking to you. So thank you again, Heather, for being here and sharing your journey with us. It's been a really fantastic time with you. I didn't realize a while ago that we were almost at an hour. I needed to check the time.
That's a very good thing.
It is. It really is a good thing. And everyone, if you joined in with the experiment, tell us in the comments, what was your first impression, the very first impression that you got? And what was your reaction when the box was opened and you saw that it was a carrot?
Was your reaction, I thought about that, but
but I didn't type it in.
You didn't trust yourself.
Yeah. So until next time, everyone, stay curious about the soul.
Right.